Once upon a time, there was a carpenter named Geppetto. Geppetto had built a wooden puppet and called him Pinocchio. How nice it would be if he were a real boy, sighed when he finished painting it. That night, a good fairy called Fata Turchina heard Geppetto wish. "A wake life I gave to you," touching Pinocchio with a magic wand. Geppetto was so happy, and the next morning sent him to school. But Pinocchio, while going to school, met a fox and a cat, two malicious and sneaky animals that introduced little Pinocchio to Mangiafuoco. Mangiafuoco was a puppet who promised to make Pinocchio famous. Pinocchio was very amused to sing and dance for Mangiafuoco with the other puppets. But finished the show, the ugly Mangiafuoco shut him in a cage. Pinocchio was so afraid, was so desperate. Suddenly, the Fata Turchina appeared. "Why didn't you go to school, Pinocchio?" she asked. Pinocchio replied with a lie, and his nose began to grow. After so many lies, Pinocchio told the truth, and finally the nose went back to normal. Pinocchio went back home. The next day, while he was going to school, he saw a carriage full of kids, cheering, singing, eating candies. The boy was so happy. They were so happy. They were going to Paese dei Balocchi, a toyland where the kids could do whatever they wanted. Pinocchio decided to go with them. "Pinocchio, come back!" Grillo ran after him, but the puppet wouldn't listen. Pinocchio went to the Paese dei Balocchi and met with Lucignolo, another little troublemaker. Together they ate pounds and pounds of sweet and enjoyed themselves very much. But soon they discovered that the kids, lazy and rude, of Paese dei Balocchi were turned into donkeys and sold at the market. At that point, even Pinocchio began to grow 2 years a long tail. What a despair! Pinocchio ran away. He returned to the house of Geppetto, but he found no one. Geppetto, as he went to look for Pinocchio, was eaten by a whale and was now inside the whale's stomach. "I want to save him," said Pinocchio. "How are we going to get him out of there?" he told to the Grillo. Then he lit a fire, and the smoke made the whale sneeze, and suddenly the fish opened his mouth. Pinocchio and Geppetto escaped on a raft. Geppetto and Pinocchio went home. At the night, the Fata Turchina appeared to Pinocchio, and as promised, rewarded him for his courage and his godliness, transforming him into a real boy.